All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chips. She ain't pulling the socks up when it's half time.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
Life on the M6, yeah.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
Baby, show me what your mama made and made up. Yeah, made up. You got such a... Coming heavy, your body made busy. No, this ain't a Chevy, the king of my city. Can't nobody check me, they know where I'm at. If they're coming to get me, I've been in the pocket like he's in a wallet. If you think you got it...
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Throwing to start this game. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Black shot. Black, 95. Set.
On the gun, Rattler gets everything he has under this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
Finds him over the middle. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Here we go. Ready.
On the ground, this is Damian Martinez, and he has enough room to gain about 4. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Here's Martinez from the pistol. Hit behind the line, and the ball's loose. And the fumble recovery is made. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Ready.
So crisis averted, partner, but their reward here is a tough 3rd down.
Here we go. Blue, start cluster. Sit. Set.
Throw here, 3rd down. Completed to his running back. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Come on, set. Set. Go.
Trying to get it on the keeper. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
What's that saying, Kate, about discretion? Discretion is the better part of valor. Well, decision-making for quarterbacks is so critical. In that time, excellent discretion. Protect yourself, get the first down, and live to play another day.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Set. Hut. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. Finds a man underneath. It's Kamara. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Rattler to the air now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Give him 5 on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down. We've set it downs from 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Down, put.
Here's a give to Martinez. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Ready up.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Ready. Red, cycle. Cut.
Now Rattler. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And this isn't going to do it. The kick is no good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. First carry here for Jordan James. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Work out of the shotgun. Man downfield, he's got it. So that's Dobbs. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Palmer. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard
line. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Ready.
Throwing is Rattler. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Upton Stout. And the 49ers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field, Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he gets it forward to still about a yard after that. And a Sanker in from the secondary making that stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll air it out on third. It's on the turf, falls out, he lost it. And the Saints get to it. And they're able to add some extra yards onto the turnover too, Brock, as this defense steals away possession.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, set.
Here's Rattler. Short pass brought in. Rolling into enemy territory. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside a field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
3rd down from the gun. It's on target to Johnson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Rattler back to throw. Completed over the middle. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ready, set.
Kamara running out of the gun. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Chop. 17. Yes, ready.
Another run for Kamara. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line. Defense all over this one.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. That was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Finds Martinez on the drop down. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints reach pay dirt for the first time this game. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Point after up and good for Bates. And the Saints tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Rourke to throw. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. There's a give inside to James. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at second and pretty short. Rourke. That's incomplete on second down. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Free inside the 30. They'll have the first down and even more. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers take a second quarter lead. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself with a gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Ready, set.
Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Rattler setting to throw. Finds a man right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried to get it to Chris Olave. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. So 4th down, and here comes Kai Kroger to punt for the Saints. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Fielded at the 11. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Rourke. Finds him on the crossing route. Hits some space around midfield. Here he goes again. To the 10. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 13-point lead. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the 49ers double their lead to 14.
Saints 7. Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Blaster, 6, 45, right. Cut.
Throwing from the gun. Up the left side finds Johnson. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Getting 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Finding Johnson once more. Racing down the left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints making a 1-score game in the 1st half. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Saints 14.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. New set of downs for him from the 31. Running with James. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Rourke. Screen play here for James. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
60 by 6.
Now run, James. Oh, the football's loose. But it looks like the 49ers were the first to it, and they make the recovery. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Into the hands of Kittle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Shotgun now for Rourke. Has his man. It stops. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives the 49ers the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down now, ball at the 33. Robinson on the inside give. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
He's got it. It's in close. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 13-point lead. George Kittle, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle. It's good. And the 49ers double their lead to 14.
Saints 14. Eddie Pinheiro set to
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Rattler. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. So second down coming up.
Ready.
On the gun, Rattler. Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion. They can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Man underneath, it's Kamara. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Black 40. Set.
Rattler to the air now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On the set.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Set. Cut.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Set. 60 red. 60 red.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment.
Ready.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Now Martinez. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Ready.
Looking to throw, Rattler. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
Ready. Ready. Yellow. 22. Set.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Complete beyond the marker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Taken in by Vele, right side. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Set. Ready. Set.
Running is Martinez. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Set. Cut. Ready.
Rattler back to throw. Forced out to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Okay, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Okay, ready?
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go. Cut.
Here's Rattler. Brought in. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints making a one-score game before halftime. Chris Olave with the touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Saints 21.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
35-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw it. Looking underneath here, it's James. And he's tackled for a short gain. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now here he goes on the boot. Oh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
19, Tiger, 19.
Rourke from the gun. He put everything he had into this one. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Connecting on the slant. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Saints' 39-yard line.
To the air, here's Rourke. We've got a screen to the running back. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This is James. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Rourke to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on. Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you'd love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Making some progress here. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31.
3-3. Down. Ready.
Now run with Martinez. Escapes the defender. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
And the Saints first down.
Here we go. Set.
Here's Rattler. First and 10. Olave on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's go. 60 red.
Now Rattler. Finding Olave back-to-back plays. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Here's Martinez. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Ready.
Going to the ground again on first. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Ready.
They give it to him again. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Back to the well again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And the Saints first down.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Ready. Ready. Yellow. 22. 6. Mega. 10.
This time it's a passing play. He brings it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. Cut.
They run it from the gun with Kamara. And a big shot keeps him out of the end zone, but they're just a yard away now as that play brings them to 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Ready. Set.
Here's a design run. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Saints start the 2nd half with some needed points. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right, an extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
He stopped on the run back at the 27. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now.
The run now with James. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
It's 2nd and inches.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Sending him on the dive. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
So many of the D tackles in the league today, Kate, at some point in their background were edge rushers before they maybe out-position. But they've got an explosiveness, a get-off, and it leads to stops like that.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Set.
From the gun, Rattler. This is thrown towards the defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. You got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
On the set.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20.
Here we go. Set. Cut, cut.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Set. Black. Set.
Rattler to the air now. Has his man. It's Parker. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go. 10 black.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Saints ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet.
Ready, break.
All set to go now from the 35.
Set, ready, ready.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Down. Ready.
Rattler. Completed over the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Rattler setting the throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Ready, ready. Blue 32. Blaster 6. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw, Rattler. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
New set of downs from 37.
Set, hut. Set.
Here's a give to Martinez. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Rattler. Completed to his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. Ready.
Rattler back to throw. Oh no, the ball is loose. Picked up by the 49ers. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field. Man, they had to be exhausted by that point, Brock, which makes it even more impressive that one of them somehow found the energy to force a fumble like that, finally get them off this field.
Yeah, it's thrilling for the defense, Kate, but geez, it's demoralizing for an offense because you could feel it. You could feel it when you've kept that defense and ground them to a nub, and you just feel that energy being sucked out of them, and to not take advantage of it just stings that much more.
Into the hands of Kittle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They get 19 on that pickup, and that gives the 49ers the first.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
10 at the 42-yard line.
They run. It's James. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go, Shaq. 1918.
Shotgun now for Rourke. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation, and he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose! And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
You know, I'm sure Coach would prefer he not flirt with disaster on the return. No additional damage is done, however. They're fortunate to get the ball back, and everyone can breathe a little sigh of relief.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Down.
Here's Rattler. Pull left side, finds Johnson. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, Kate, having a tight end who could run so much of the route tree just like a receiver and make those plays, gosh, it opens up so many possibilities for an offense.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Ready. Cut.
He'll look to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Give on 2nd to Kamara. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Here we go. Ready.
He'll throw it. Finds him over the middle. We got the football caught, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Let's go. Ready.
Trying to get it on the keeper. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and Yeah, they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs. Well, see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Walk out of the shotgun. Finds his man. It's Mickey Pearsall. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Running this with James. He takes this up to around the 46, and that's going to leave him a yard at most from that marker on 3rd down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. So that's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. Third and just 2 to go.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that gives the 49ers the first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Go. 19. Head to 60. Head to 60.
Play action with Rourke. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 37. That's another 49er 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. They snapping, they bang, drinks, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move.
Ready. Ready.
Rourke from the gun. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown! Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
At their own 37-yard line.
First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Set, ready. 50, green. Fury, yellow. Ready, ready.
Now Rattler. Ooh, almost to throw the cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
Has a man on target to Johnson. And they're going to have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line.
It's
They rip up a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue 32. Ready?
Working inside the red zone. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Rattler. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
Still a good bit of work to do here, Brock, as they come up on it, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Set. Hut.
On the gun, Rattler. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense. We got the job done, Kate. That one is good. Now I think we all ask the question that they're probably asking on the headsets. With 1 timeout remaining, will they try an onside kick, or do you rely on your defense and try to pin them deep?
Approaching the final minute here, they need to find a way to defy the odds and get this back. And the 49ers are going to get this kick. They're going to hang on for the win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.